Sanakan wins show Pakatan Harapan still has people's support. Prime Minister and Sabah leadership credited for Sanakan victory. You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. I'm Adrian Seat. Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail said Pakatan Harapan's win in the Sanakan by-election yesterday has shown that the argument the coalition is losing the people's support is not true. Speaking to reporters today after launching the National Nurses Day celebration in Serdang, Selangor, Dato Sri Dr. Wan Azizah also attributed the by-election victory to unity and cooperation with Parti Warisan Sabah.
Kita memenangi, Pakatan Harapan memenangi dengan kerjasama warisan di Sabah. Bukan bahawa memang merosotlah apa-apa hujah-hujah kepada kita menurun dalam mendapat sokongan rakyat. Jadi sekurang-kurangnya di Sanakan kita telah memenangi daerah kecil.
Pakatan Harapan won the Sanakan by-election yesterday by a majority of 11,521 votes. DAPs Vivian Wong defeated her closest rival, Linda Sen, of Parti Bersatu Sabah. Sabah Democratic Action Party or DAP Publicity Secretary Poon Jin Z believes Vivian Wong She Yi can continue her late father, Datuk Stephen Wong Tian Fat's legacy to develop Sanakan. The 30-year-old defended the seat after garnering 16,012 votes and 11,521 vote majority over the party's closest rival, Parti Bersatu Sabah.
Saya cukup yakin bahawa Vivian Wong setelah dipilih sebagai ahli parlimen, beliau akan teruskan legasi itu dan beliau akan lakukan lebih baik. Sebagaimana majoriti yang meningkat, saya yakin beliau akan melakukan yang lebih baik daripada mendiang Stephen Wong.
He also said, based on the research conducted recently, more than 75% of the people in the state supported the late Dato' Stephen's leadership. This was proof that he was a leader that was adored and loved by the people of Sanakan. Democratic Action Party Secretary General Lim Guan accredited Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and Dato' Sri Shafi Abdal's leadership as amongst major reasons for his party's shocking landslide victory in yesterday's Sanakan by-election. Now, the party's Vivian Wong won with a larger majority despite the low voter turnout, which Lim said today was a rousing endorsement for the federal government and Sabah State's administration. In a statement released today, Lim said, as the Sanakan by-election result proves, the opposition cannot match Warisan, DAP and Pakatan Harapan's combination, stressing moderation and uniting Malaysians representing all races, religions and locality. Lim also said the result showed that voters no longer tolerated crony capitalism and the corruption associated with former Prime Minister Dato' Sri Najib Tun Razak's administration and instead desired PH's brand of people-centric development. He also credited the late Dato' Stephen Wong with laying the foundation for his daughter's significant winning margin and thanked Warisan, PH and DAP for the combined efforts to secure the crucial victory. Meanwhile, Vivian spent her first morning as a people's representative by visiting the grave of her late father, Dato' Stephen Wong Tian Fat, at the Sanakan Christian Cemetery. Vivian, 30, was accompanied by her mother, Datin Florence Chong Mi Fuk, and other family members as well as Sanakan DAP members. Looking sad, Vivian and her entourage lowered their heads at her late father's grave as a sign of respect for his services to the people when he was Sanakan MP for 2 terms. She also had difficulty holding back her tears as she placed flowers on her father's grave. Her sadness was understandable as the youngest of 4 siblings, Vivian dedicated her election victory in the Sanakan parliamentary by-election yesterday to her late father for his guidance in the political arena. Yesterday, Vivian was declared a new Sanakan MP after defeating her nearest rival, Datuk Linda Siena Tau Lin from Parti Bersatu Sabah and 3 independent candidates, Hamzah Abdullah, Chia Siu Yung and Sulaiman Abdul Samad. Water supply in Klang has been restored to 98% as of 6 a.m. today. This followed supply disruption due to breakdown of main pipes near the Banting-Taiping West Coast Expressway last Saturday. Now, Pengurusan Ais Selangor Sdn Berhad or Ais Selangor Customer Relationship and Communications Department Head Abdul Rauf Ahmad said based on its monitoring, there were still disruptions in areas that were on higher ground and at the end of the distribution system. In a statement released, Abdul Rauf said areas that are still experiencing water supply disruption were Bandar Putra, Parkland, Bandar Sultan Sulaiman Industrial Area, Northport, Jalan Pelabuhan Utara and Taman Sentosa. He also said any announcement claiming that there will be more water disruptions is not true and that they are working to restore and stabilize water supply to all affected areas as targeted. Abdul Rauf also urged the public not to store more water than required as it would affect the restoration process. He said users wishing to obtain the latest information and status of water disruptions are advised to go to www.shabas.com.my, Facebook, Ais Selangor and Twitter at @I_Selangor. In other news, a housewife was killed while a man was severely injured in a hit-and-run accident involving 2 motorcycles and a car along kilometre 24 Jalan Changlun, Kuala Perlis early this morning. Arau District Police Chief Superintendent Nanda Maruf said the dead victim has been identified as Siti Malinda Baharum, 55, from Kampung Huma, Alujangus, Alustar Kedah, while the injured man has been identified as Ismail Ali, 30, from Kampung Langsat Mukim, Sungai Laka, Changlun, Kedah. Superintendent Nanda said initial investigations revealed that the 6:50 a.m. incident, both victims were riding their motorcycles when they were rammed from behind by a car. Superintendent Nanda added that the car driver then fled at the scene of the accident. He said Siti Malinda's body was later sent to the Tuanku Fauzia Hospital in Kangkar Perlis for post-mortem, while Ismail was also sent to the same hospital to receive treatment. Superintendent Nanda has appealed to anyone with information on the accident to come forward and lodge a police report at the nearest police station to facilitate investigations under Section 41, Subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987. In conjunction with Mother's Day today, Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad pays tribute to his wife, Tun Dr. Siti Hasma Muhammad Ali, and all mothers and wished them a happy Mother's Day. Tun Dr. Mahathir, via his Twitter handle today, also wished for good health to all mothers and hope they are able to raise their children in the best possible way. Attached with the tweet was a 32-second video clip of him and Tun Dr. Siti Hasma, the mother of their 7 children. Mother's Day is celebrated every year on the 2nd Sunday in May. Not just mothers, nurses should also be honoured as they play an important role and give great help when doctors are under tremendous pressure. Recalling the time when she just came out of medical school, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail said the support provided by nurses working with her at the time made her more confident to work. In her speech at the launch of the International Nurses Day 2019 celebration at the Malaysian Agro Exposition Park Serdang today, Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah also thanked the nurses for their contribution to the country and advised them to acquire more skills, focus on capacity building, as well as to have a work-life balance.
Nurses are health professionals closest to the community, caring for the community from womb to tomb. And nurses see patients from all backgrounds, race, religion, gender, socio-economic backgrounds, and from all stages of life. Your interactions with them are crucial, and perhaps it will not be exaggerating to say can sometimes be a life-changing experience for them.
The International Nurses Day, which is celebrated around the world on the 12th of May yearly, is also the birthday of Florence Nightingale, who is considered the founder of contemporary nursing. The theme for this year's celebration is Nurses, a voice to lead health for all, which encourages nurses to make their voices heard in influencing health policy planning. 16 investigation papers opened over hoarding of cooking oil. That story is up next. Stay with us. You're watching this on TV.
What good is fast Wi-Fi when it is not optimized? The truth is, Wi-Fi is only better when it's built just for your home. Whatever your house size is, there is coverage in every room. Better Wi-Fi doesn't slow down, no matter how you use it and how many people you share it with. Wi-Fi experience made better. Maxis Fiber Nation, built for you.
Like what you see? Easy. Have a lot to do? Easy. Staying cool? Easy. Getting ahead? Easy. Enjoy more and more? Easy. Want an upgrade? So easy. It's easy to get what you like with Hotlink Postpaid Flex. Get a new smartphone for RM1. Hotlink Postpaid Flex. Postpaid made easy.
Welcome back. The Kelantan Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs Ministry, KPDN HEP, has opened 16 investigation papers over the hoarding and increasing the price of cooking oil since March of this year. Now, according to State KPDN HEP Director Adnan Abdul Rahman, from the total, 6 cases were brought to court, 4 were slapped with compounds, while the remaining 6 cases are being investigated by the ministry's task force specialized in inspecting and auditing. Adnan said most traders were also found to have flouted various trading-related offences, including Section 8, Subsection 4, Subsection A and Subsection B of the Control of Supplies Act 1961 for displaying misleading prices and false advertisements, and Regulation 13, Subsection 1 of the Control of Supplies Regulations 1974 for failing to provide the latest inventory information to KPDN HEP enforcement officers.
Pengawalan ni dia melibatkan berbagai-bagai pihak lah. Kami sebagai KPDN HEP ni akan cuba mengawal dari segi mekanisme pengawalan, antaranya seperti mana saya maklum tadilah. Kita buat kerjasama dengan agensi-agensi seperti Exim, Custom, Immigration, membolehkan kita mendapat kerjasama daripada mereka tu supaya senang kita nak jaga pengaliran minyak ni. Kita tak nak hasil negara kita ni pergi ke negara luar.
Speaking to the media in Pasir Mas, Adnan said state KPDN HEP enforcement officers have also managed to impound 3 vehicles suspected of being used to smuggle petrol out of the state. He also said in its bid to protect and empower consumers, KPDN HEP will continue to conduct numerous operations nationwide to nab individuals and traders who break the law. In just a year of his tenure as Malaysia's 7th Prime Minister, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad has been recognized as one of the world's most influential men. In fact, earlier in January, he was named the Muslim Man of the Year by the Muslim 500, a ranking of the world's 500 most influential Muslims. In April, Tun Mahathir was ranked amongst the 100 most influential individuals in the world for the year 2019 by international news magazine Time. And earlier this month, international portal Fortune.com ranked Dr. Mahathir 47th in its world's 50 greatest leaders list. The 3 publications described Tun Mahathir, 93, as an extraordinary man for leading the coalition of formerly opposition parties, Pakatan Harapan, to win the 14th general election in May last year and for being re-elected as Malaysia's Prime Minister. On to sports. It was the never say die and high spirits amongst the players which helped Perak to trounce PKNP FC 2-1 in the quarterfinals of the Shopee 2019 FA Cup competition at Perak Stadium last night. Now, Perak chief coach Mehmed Durakovic said he was extremely happy with his men's performance, especially Perak's new import Ronaldo Henrique Silva from Brazil, who scored 2 goals in the game. In the match, the Boss squad scored 2 goals through Ronaldo. His first being in the 23rd minute after a through pass from Sharel Fikri. There were moments where the visitors could equalize, but the home side doubled their lead in the 88th minute also through Ronaldo. PKNP FC's only goal, meanwhile, was produced by Giancarlo Lopez in the 71st minute. With the win, Perak is assured of a place in the semi-finals and will meet Pahang at Darul Makmur Stadium on the 23rd of June for the first leg of the tournament. Meanwhile, in Jungka, underdogs Felda United held on to a goalless draw against Kuala Lumpur to win the tie on the away goal rule after it ended 3-3 on aggregate. The fighters will have to get past 2017 champions Kedah to advance to the final. Kedah on Friday sealed their place in the semi-final after a 4-2 aggregate against PKNS. And our sports segment concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, Sanakan win shows Pakatan Harapan still has people's support. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more news updates. I'm Adrian Seed. Thanks for watching.